Well, I have been constantly reminded through the conference of the appropriateness of this idea that Fujian had of the bread basket, and that in that bread basket there's a whole bunch of us holding the edges of it. And it's the agency, it's the local government, it's the local NGOs, and we're all holding that bread basket. And inside that bread basket is, as Rocco said, these producers. And it is the natural ecosystem producing stuff in there that's going to benefit us on the outside. And as I think about that, then that bread basket is really immediately producing for the communities at the edge. It's producing for Fudai at the one end, and it's producing for Shenzhen at the other end. And that we have to allow it to function inside this basket that we're holding. We have to allow the water and the earth to function in there for it to produce for us on the edges. And that the real challenge for us is to figure out how to make it produce jobs that local people can have. And I think that those local jobs are then specifically targeted to two unique opportunities. And one is, no matter what anyone says, Fudai is already, it has the label because of its fish production, its harbor. Fudai is known all over, and that is a unique identity. And it seems to me that we build on that. I think at the other end of this bread basket is an elementary school that is unique no matter where we were in the world. And that is an opportunity, and that if I were allocating funds, I would focus on those two unique resources and build from those positive things. Now, I have also observed what is, I think, an extraordinary thing in Taiwan, and also a handicap. And I think it's at almost every conference I go to, there is some exchange between some local people and the person who's supposed to be in charge from the government that seems like a contest. And it strikes me that this contest is around this unique thing in Taiwan. Taiwan is extraordinary as a place because of entrepreneurial ingenuity. And it can be an auto mechanic who figures out that he can build windmills, or it can be a Mr. Salt scholar who figures out he can actually support his NGO. And that's the brilliance, to me, of the environmental movement in Taiwan. being entrepreneurial and growing from the bottom up. And that the government then creates a master plan in which those things can bubble up. But the government can't make them bubble up. You can't make them bubble up. The bubbling up is dependent upon taking action. If I'm dissatisfied, I get some other of my friends together and we say, we're going to do this. And the things that we have seen, that I've seen develop in the 15 years since we started here, that most inspire me, happened because someone had the will to take that initiative. And there is no more inspiring cultural demonstration to me than this Versailles salt place. But it happens because of him and his ability to get other people. And then he gets the government to help him sometimes. And that's a really important difference, because things can happen here really fast when there is that initiative. But the government is pretty passive. But if somebody comes with initiative, the government, I think, is responsive. It's a problem, and it's an opportunity. In the United States, almost anything, these inspiring stories to me, the things that most I take home. In the United States, we would still be doing the environmental impact statement on whether Mrs. Tsai could do that salt production. It wouldn't happen. We would still be doing the environmental impact statement on whether an auto mechanic should put up the windmills. And this is, to me, an opportunity, and there is a unique identity in Budai, and there is a unique identity in Shenzhen, and we hold that breadbasket and we support those producers, and we allow the entrepreneurs at the edge to make those things, take those things to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that concludes our conference.